Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So I have a product here that I'm excited to try out, and it is the Tower 28 setting powder. So what made me interested to try out this powder is that I've tried out some of Tower 28's products and I actually really like it, especially their hydrofluoric spray, which is awesome like post gym. So they actually came out with the setting powder and it's pink. So I wanted to try this out because I have the Givenchy pink loose setting powder. So I wanted to try it in the press and see how well this works. And again, since I like Tower 28 and their products are wonderful, so I wanted to. So this is actually later on in the day. My camera actually died out and I didn't realize that the battery was dying. So it cut off very abruptly. So as I was saying, I was very interested to try out the setting powder because I love the other products so much. So before we actually get started with the video and the nitty-gritty details, I do have to say that this video is sponsored by Boomba. Thank you, Boomba, for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys don't know who or what Boomba is, I don't know how you would not know who they are because it's been floating around social media, especially like Instagram and TikTok. But basically, Boomba are the, boob inserts where, it helps lift the girls. But the difference between Boomba versus the competitor is that it's sticky on both sides. So it sticks onto your clothes and the girls. So nothing's gonna move, nothing's gonna slip, everything is secure, and your girls will stay in place and look lifted. So that's what I really love about Boomba. Fun fact, I actually wore Boomba on my wedding day and it helped the girls stay in place, gave me that lift that I needed. Depending on the certain tops where you can't really, well, not can't, but you don't feel like wearing a strapless bra, you don't want those bra straps to show, or you want a little bit more cleavage, especially for deep V-neck shirts or anything like that. So for me, I got the Demi Boost, and you guys can see the before and after photo. It definitely gave a lift. You can definitely tell the difference between the two. So I also have a discount code for you guys if you are interested in Boomba. I'll leave everything in the description box below in case you guys are interested. And again, thank you to Boomba for sponsoring today's video. So before I actually get started, of course, be sure you're subscribed to my channel, ring the bell so you're notified when I do upload a new video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for me trying to bring the reviews back for you guys. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram handle right here. And let's get started with the video. I still can't believe my camera died in the middle of filming. So anyways, the Tower 28 setting powder. So this is the Get Set Blur Plus setting powder. So this retails for 38 Canadian dollars and it comes in 4 shades. So it comes in translucent, pink, the banana color, and a honey for deeper skin tone. So because this product is talc free, it's great for sensitive skin. It's definitely a mattifying powder that helps blur and set the makeup. This also supposed to be a transfer proof and a sweat proof. Now those are very bold claims. So if you guys were on the Sephora website and you scroll down to their details, and you can see that it says like, the 94% of people, that part. So it says 94% of people say that this controlled their shine. Now, this is like later on in the day where you see a check-in later, but I can see a little bit of shine there, but you guys will see the final check-in later on in the video, but I still see some shine, so we'll get into that later. So even though this is sweat resistant and transfer proof, this still gives you some hydration because of the squalene and still keeps you mattified because of the kaolin clay. So because it's claiming a lot of things, there's high expectation that comes along with it. So as you guys can see in the application process, now I've already done my concealer, my foundation, and so forth. I just need to set my under eyes. So on the left side is just the Tower 28, and then on my right side is the loose setting powder from Stylevana, and then the Tower 28 on top. So as you guys can see on the right side of my face, I set it with the Stylevana loose setting powder. Left that alone for a little bit before I went in with the Tower 28. So I went to the left side of my face and I start to set that with the Tower 28 powder. Now, as you guys can see, initially when I first set it, it is matte, it is blurred, and it definitely brightened up my face. Not a lot, but you could definitely notice some brightening effect on there. So when I went back to the other side, my right side of my face, and I put that powder on, I didn't really notice that much brightness in comparison to the left side, but my right side was a lot more mattified than my left. Now, both sides are still matte, but one side was more matte than the others. But this is my observation. I don't know if you guys will agree with that or not, but this is what I saw. Both sides, my pores were still blurred, especially underneath my eyes. Everything was nice and flawless. Initial applications, not bad, can't complain. They both looked very nice, except that the left side I did like a lot more because it looked more bright enough compared to the right side. So now we are gonna go to the first check-in. Alright guys, so for our check-in, funny enough, Ryan actually said he noticed my nose is a lot more shinier than it usually is. So basically, so the left side is the one with just the powder, and then the right side was a bit of the loose setting powder, and then the Tower 28 powder on top of it. So you guys can, hopefully you guys can see that this side is a lot more shinier than this side right here. It's a little bit more mattifying, but when you guys remember when I first applied it, it was matte, it was blurred, it did what it's supposed to do. It's only been 4 hours and there's so much shine already. So I'm quite surprised that and I didn't really do anything really. I stayed home for like a few hours and we finally went out. But I'm surprised at how much oil production there is. And on the Sephora website, it says 94% say that they saw less shine. This is not the case. So on this side is less shinier than this side, but I do have to say my smile line, there's no foundation settling into it, so we're good with that so far. However, shine level, not the greatest. Even my forehead, there's still some shine there. There's a lot of shine there. Even my nose as well, so because I put the translucent powder all over my face, so around here is fine, but I feel like I'm a lot more glowy and shinier than I normally am. So I don't know how I'm gonna be like for the rest of the day, but if I'm this shiny now in 4 hours, I can just imagine how I'm going to be in the next few. So we shall see, you know, how this wears. Okay, you guys, so right now it is 7:41. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I've had this on for almost 8 hours now. I may do one more final check-in, like closer to 10:30 or so, just before bed, maybe just before that. So we're basically nearing like the 7.5 check-in mark, so probably around 10 o'clock ish, I think would be the final check-in if anything. So now compared to my previous check-in, I've noticed that like I have a little like black mark here. Like I think my mascara was bleeding. I have no idea, because like my mascara never does this. So I don't know if it's because since I just set it with only the setting powder that it's doing this, because it never typically does this. So just saying. So we're gonna start with the right side of my face first. This is the side with the Stylevana loose setting powder, and then the Tower 28 setting powder on top of it. So first of all, I've noticed that like underneath my eyes here still looks very smooth, very flawless. My pores, you know, they still look pretty good. There's a bit of shine there, but not that much. It's still controlled. The tip of my nose, on the other hand, ooh, that is shiny. Especially my forehead as well. It's like very shiny. Yeah, I've noticed that like my pores, there's a bit of shine. It's not so bad. But underneath my eye still looks nice, blurred, mattified. We love that. On the side of my nose here, you can still tell a bit of shine, but it isn't too bad. Like I look like I have a lot more glow to me than I am typically used to. So for me, I probably wouldn't really use this on my forehead because my forehead looks like overly shiny. But you know, around here, not bad. Even for the rest of my face as well, because I used the translucent powder. It did not change the color of the foundation, because some translucent powders do. I don't know how, but they do. But this kept the foundation true to its color, so there was no shift at all. Which is very, very good. It gave me a nice glow, but definitely mattified me when I first applied it. My foundation's kind of breaking apart a little bit, not too much, but there is some breakage there on this side. So on the Tower 28 side, the left side of my face, I noticed that it is a lot more oily and glowy compared to my right side. Now, I don't know if you guys can see the difference or not. I hope you can. Like, there's still some glow, but compared to this side, I can definitely see more shine right here, right there, compared to the side of my nose. Hopefully you guys can see that, notice that. But anyways, yeah, my left side, woo, let's talk about it. So underneath my eyes right here, I can still see it is fairly matte still. It's the pore area and where like the side of my nose is, that is very, very shiny. Now, the studies that they did, it was 94% that said that it reduced the amount of shine. I don't typically get this oily, and even Ryan pointed out that I got really shiny, and he knows I don't typically get shiny here. Like, yes, I get a little bit of like some oil production still, but not to this extent. So he noticed it right away. So that is very telling. Yeah, so my pores, I can see a lot of my pores more. It's not as blurred out in comparison to when I first applied it. And even the side of my nose, it's not bad. The side of my nose isn't so bad, but it's the oil and the blur. It's not up to par in comparison to the side, to my right side where I placed the loose setting powder. So for me, as of right now, I do prefer the right side more. This is where I'm at right now. I'm gonna leave this on for another couple of hours, see how it goes. So right now, I am going to enjoy my bubble tea and get changed. And today is actually the last episode of Demon Slayer where, you know, the English dub, and I'm excited how the English dub will compare to the Japanese one. Like, I love the Japanese one, and the music is bumping, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, or if you guys are Demon Slayer fans, leave a like down below, just so I know you guys are Demon Slayer fans or seen it or whatever. So anyways, you guys, I am going to get changed, like I said, do that, and I'll come back in a couple of hours and see, you know, if this changes or not. Alright, you guys, so right now it is like 9:20 basically. I've had this on for about 9 hours now. So in the last couple of hours, I was just watching Demon Slayer, the last episode in English dub. Now, I already watched in the Japanese, but I wanted to see how the English one was, and in my opinion, I prefer the Japanese one a lot more than the English one. Only because there's the last part of the episode, I felt like there was more emotion into it in comparison to the English, but that's just my thoughts on it. But you guys let me know. If you're a Demon Slayer fan and you watch the English dub, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. But anyways, back to the makeup. So I've noticed the last couple of hours I did get a little bit more shinier. My forehead was a complete oil slick, and you know, I dabbed it off. So I will show a clip that I did earlier, because when I was recording, I didn't realize the audio was not there. So you can see what my forehead looks like just before I recorded this one, because again, I did not turn on the audio, my bad. But anyways, forehead completely shiny. You can see what it looked like, and then now, because I just like dabbed it off. It was a complete oil slick. On the right side of my face, I did notice that like it is less oily compared to this side. Now, I hope that the camera can pick this up, but my right side is less shinier than the left side. Underneath my eyes for both sides look fantastic. The right side definitely looks a lot more better than the left. More blurred out, more mattified, but then when we come to the pore area right here around the nose, it is getting shiny, but again, not as much as compared to the left side. So when we go to the left side, you guys can see there's a lot more oil production right there, and especially at the crevice of the nose, that you can see the shine here compared to this side. Like, it's still shiny, not as bad, but this side, pretty bad. Again, underneath the eyes right here still looks blurred, mattified. We love it. It's just right here in the pores and the nose area. Now, typically, I don't get this oily, especially when I do the Kryolan setting powder, and then I go with another powder on top, and then I use a finishing powder here. Like, I can see complete shine right here. And yes, I do get oily around like my nose area as well, but not this bad. I will not use it on its own, because yes, like my smile line, the foundation has not settled, but if I'm gonna be an oil slick right here on the side of my nose, I'd rather not. I would prefer to do extra steps to prevent that, and then use this on top to help brighten. So I don't hate the product. Like, it said what it's supposed to do. It is lightweight, it's supposed to be hydrating, it's not supposed to feel cakey or dry, it's supposed to give you hydration. Like, it does do all that, but for me personally, I'd rather take the extra steps again and just use that as a finisher, and it'll look so good. I cannot use this on its own. So I don't hate this. I do like it. It does what it's supposed to do, especially by like the rest of my face. Like, I have a nice glow here. It looks hydrating. It doesn't look cakey. I love that. But it's just around here. I don't know. It's debatable. So I'll probably give this a 7.5, maybe leaning more towards an 8. It's a good product. It's really, really good. But Does it keep the oil at bay, the shine at bay? Like, I don't know, you guys tell me. Like, it did a good enough job, but not well enough where it says like 94% of the participants said that they saw like a reduction in shine, right? So again, high expectations, don't really see it. And before I end the video, again, a big thank you to Boomba for sponsoring today's video. So if you guys are interested, everything is down in the description box below. Go check it out. And anyways, I gotta go take this off and get ready for bed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.